Hi everybody, it's Julie and I am here. I'm still working on the Romantic Valentine series, and so I thought today that we would do something with these papers that I had made. So I have attached one of the postcard images to this vintage, very vintage, calendar page, and then I've also, this one I have attached and I've left a pocket. So I think we'll go ahead, and I had added a promissory note, and I think we'll just stick that in the pocket eventually, just for some fun. So let's start with her. And I had added a gold doily to the package, and so I think I'm going to go ahead and just fold this, and we're going to do this by the seat of our pants. It is raining. It is raining. It is raining here in the desert. I can actually hear it. That's like so cool. Not so cool in all the burn areas. Please keep them in your thoughts that my hometown, Ohio, is expected to have 4 inches of rain. It's way too much this close to after having the fires. But also, hopefully, the people that are told to evacuate will evacuate. I have personal reasons. I lost a sister in a mudslide many years ago, and they were not warned. There was no you should leave. It was a freak accident. An avocado tree uprooted and came down a hill and came through their home. And so when I see that there's evacuations, I just pray that people will heed the warning and leave. So, yeah, so we're coming up on, 26 years. 26 years ago. Which is something else, because next year she was 27, so, yeah, be a trip. So hopefully people that are supposed to leave do. So I'm using my Tombow Mono liquid glue, the aqua, and I use the pen tip, which I love, because look at, I didn't get any on my fingers. Now the other side maybe, but okay. So I love this. Okay, so I just put this gold here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my crocodile. And I believe I have, yeah, there's a pink flower in here, and I can use that eyelet. This is all part of a kit that I put together, and I had 3 of them, and I sold them. And I'm gonna try and put together another kit so that you can go back and make all these items. I'll have to see how many. I might be able to make 4 more. They will be similar, obviously not exact, because the whole reason I only did the 3 was because I only had the 3 pink Anna Griffith. But I have some blue, I think I have some blue ones. Or I did. So, tell me what you think. There's, I think it's this one. Is there 4 of them or just 3? There's 3. Oh, doggone it. Well, oh look, I thought that there was 4 of them. The other one might might have gotten put somewhere on my desk. So, or I mean, I have this one. The other thing I do not have is I do not have the pink quilted material, but I can check. I might have some like off-white or something. So watch for that. I'll have that figured out this week. And so there I went ahead and I just added the hole there, and then I cut my piece of the white ribbon in half, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it through. So what this becomes is this could become something for your journal, or scrapbooking. There we go. And then I'm going to do one more thing here. Go like this. There we go. So there's that. Then I'll move those out of the way so I don't accidentally use something I'm not supposed to use. Okay, we've got, so this is the piece that was left after I trimmed the index card. Okay, so we can cut this and use two of them. And this, or now in the kits, I closed the the fringe and something else. I closed it with this washi tape on the card, so it can be used. Everything in the package can be used, and if it was coming to me, I would use everything in the package. Okay, so we have that. Now, the one other thing, and I did not send this in the package, but I'm sending them a little extra envelope this week, is fluffy flowers. I totally forgot I wanted to put some of these in there, so I will be sending them. And also, I was right at the weight. I didn't even get to send a card with it. I got to write my note on the packing slip because I was going to go into the next thing because of the weight. So rather than take something out, because I looked at everything and I was like, oh, that has to go. Oh, that has to go. Okay, so fluffy flowers. If you're not familiar with my fluffy flowers, I use the Aleene's tacky glue. That's because that's how I started out doing them, and I really like the way it works for them. Okay, so I go ahead and I get a pile of it, a puddle. I get a little puddle on my desk, and you could put this on something. I am really probably your messiest scrapbooker ever, or your messiest scrapbooker, your messiest paper crafter that you're ever gonna meet. Ooh, I like that. I want to use it somewhere. We'll see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put a little place there, and then I come over and I grab one of the flowers. I use this little flower punch. Whoa. I have projects going on like crazy. There's stuff everywhere. Okay, So I used this little punch. It's by EK Success. It came in a set of 2. And this is probably 2 of my favorite punches. I use this for a poinsettia, and then I use this for my fluffy flowers. So then I can just go and I keep grabbing. I grab another one. I go ahead and, oh, this doesn't have a pointy end. Okay. I don't want to use it. It doesn't have a pointy end. I cut the pointy end off. Okay. So we'll grab some. We'll grab a thing. We got a pointy end. There we go. Then you put in a little bit of glue and put it on and twist and it goes on. Grab another one. Go around the skewer or your toothpick. Put it on. Okay. See how pretty? I just think book paper is really, it makes things look old and Victorian like. So, oh my gosh, is this hanging down and going to drive us crazy? Sorry. I have to use that when I use the iPad, because otherwise the iPad sits at an angle. My husband made me this amazing little, it is little, camera holder out of a drawer. So it's like the size of the top, like a junk drawer. It's this wide. So it's, how wide is this? It's 18, so it's like 19 inches wide. But it fits over my mat perfectly. Whoa. So I think I'll put the next one right there. And I like to do them in 3s. You want to use odd numbers usually. And you can see this is book paper that I cut or that I punched, and so the edge has no writing. So you end up with plain white ones too. If you choose to do it like that. Okay, so there's 3. I think I want to put a couple up here. Okay, so we come over, make the puddle. So that means we'll need 2 more. So fluffy flowers are one of my favorite things to just make, to finish things off. I remember when I was learning about design, and one of the things that you can discover, if you're looking at something that you've made and something just doesn't seem right, adding black. If you're looking at something and you just can't, it doesn't keep your attention, adding black, like the pupil in your eye. If you've ever seen someone where they have those contacts and it makes it look like they don't have a pupil, and it's very hard to look at them, and it's not just because it's wrong. When we're used to a pupil, it's because it helps you focus. It gives you a place to focus on. Oops. Okay. So you can do 3, 4, 5, however many petals, sets of petals that you want to do. I like these because, like I said, they're fast and they're economical, especially in the junk journal world where I just, totally took apart a book. And now I can go ahead and use part of it. So So I have been cleaning. I couldn't do my December daily. I couldn't find all the things that I made out of the paper bags. I couldn't find some of the items that were given to me that I couldn't find things. This, I mean, we're talking, I could not find anything, and I could not find stuff. So I have been cleaning. Okay, so I gave them red bling. I don't want to use red bling. But I'm going to have to use red bling. So I would normally use a pink or a pearl. Not that pink. Oh well, I have to use red because that's what I gave. I think this one will be better. This is the faceted sticky backed bling that you get at Michael's. It comes in a roll. And I really like this stuff. I should have cut it. I should have taken the sticky off first. But it's okay. Wow. So, what is everybody doing today? Kids back in school. My grandkids, apparently, my San Diego grandkids went back to school today. I didn't hear the kids in the neighborhood today. But I was really busy, like I said. I've been cleaning. I literally went through all my, excuse me, all my containers that have beads and jewelry, broken jewelry, and odds and end kind of embellishment stuff. Like, okay, 20's an exaggeration because there's 18 of them. 18 boxes, those organization boxes, you know, that have all the little squares in them. And I took the time to take everything out of its packaging, off of its string, and put it in there so I will actually use it. So it's all ready to use. And oh my gosh, there's some cool stuff. You know, my collection is over, let's see, I moved back to California after my sister was killed in the mudslide. And so that was 1992. And some of my stuff, I had a U-Haul trailer that was my craft stuff that came back with, yeah, literally. So some of my stuff is vintage, almost vintage vintage, because it moved there with me also in 1989. So there's the fluffy flowers, and then you could put a sentiment. I did not add any sentiments in this because I didn't have any. I just the only ones that I put in the kit were the ones that came. The one that came on this, and then the ones that I've made with the wired and the beads. So, but you could put a sentiment on this. You could cut this off. Of course, now I'm going to lose part of the. I should have done this first. Well, that's okay. I think it'll make it look more like a tag. So there is our tag with the fluffy flowers and using some washi tape and some of the lace. And then we have this one. And this one, again, I attached it with my sewing machine. I left a pocket. And so over here, let's see, what do we have? What do we have? Oh, we have some of the gold. You know what? I'm going to also take the holes off this one. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to use, oh, you know what? This piece of lace would be kind of cool on here somewhere. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just going to add it real quick to the sewing machine so I don't forget that I wanted to add it. We'll put it on this one. Okay, I'm at the sewing machine. It's right here. Hopefully, now, of course, my actual work area, I have not gotten to really even touch yet. But hopefully I'll get it cleaned up and maybe you'll get to see my craft space sometime before the year's out. So there, we just added that little piece of lace. So I'm not tempted to use it in the same way I used it already. And we do want a little bit of lace in this book. And what I'm doing is with the rest of this book is I'm just going and using the scraps in it. Okay, so so it's going to be out on my desk probably for the rest of this series. And you remember I did add the little hearts. I have the little lace now that I've added to one of the pages. We made the paper tassel. Like I said, I would probably add the gold glitter glue around the picture and around that, but I did not put those in the kit, so I won't be adding those. Okay, so, okay. What other? We have some fringe. And this, I would definitely add some clear glitter glue. You know what? We could just add glue. I wonder if that'll work. Since I don't have what I would normally use. Just trying to make it look like it has dew on it. Hopefully I don't ruin it. Okay. We'll see how that does. We'll see. Okay. I really like this gold. Just going to put a piece of the gold down here. And a dot, dot, dot. Any of you that are new to my channel, I try and add a dot, dot, dot somewhere in every project. And you'll see when I sign my name, I use the dot, dot, dot. And that is, and then some, you know, etc. And then some more. And I think that it's kind of fun to always be telling the out there that I want more. Okay. I discovered one of my my pet peeves, things that really drive me crazy, is having things on my fingers. Okay, so I have this gold thread, and if I'd have put this in the kit earlier, I would have tied this with the gold thread, but I didn't. So I'm going to go around twice here. I'm going to come back. Whoa, don't go in the glue. It did. Probably should have done the glue thing after. Because one of the things I'm going to have to do later is go back. I'll be putting a piece of tape on the back of this so this doesn't move. Okay. And just add that little bit there. Okay. And now this, you could just make it a tuck-in pocket. Remember, we were going to put the promissory note. Now you can stamp some lines on the back of this and have it as a journaling spot, and then tuck it in. And I like that. I would tuck it so that it's not quite, so you don't see the 20,000, I think. Okay. So what else could we do to this? I don't really, again, probably some of the gold around the outside of the words here so that it draws your attention to it. And I think that is, I'm going to call that one done. I'm going to put it over here so that it doesn't, because of that glue. So we have done the tag. We still have items left that we can use. Oh, we got the 8 of hearts. Put that in there too. Now, here, I think we'll go ahead and attach this to the back of the 8 of hearts. So I'm just going to cut it down. Gluing things to a card does not always work so well. So, okay, we need to go up. We need a little more cut off. There we go. And I just have a little zigzag going. Oh, don't you even. It came undone. That would figure. Okay, so you get the idea. I'm going to go around this. I'm going to stitch around it, and then that will give us another little fun item, and gives us a place to journal on the back of the card. And I really like the 8 of hearts. 8 is my favorite number. So there you go. So I think we will call this one done. We have our tag with our little fluffy flowers with the lace and the washi tape down below here. And if you could go ahead and sew this on. We've added the gold doily up here, an eyelet, and the ribbon. And I used, I cut the ribbon in half and used it that way. And a couple more fluffy flowers up here. So I think this would be really pretty attached to something with one of the garment pins, so that so you get to see the whole thing rather than tucking it in a pocket. I think I would actually attach this somehow onto a book or something. So So there we go. Our next installment in the Romantic Valentine series. We also added this little lace here. And so it continues. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, put them down below. Find something to celebrate every day. And oh yeah, what did you think? Would the blue be okay, or would this be better? I think actually this would be better for to do another kit, because like I said, that's the main part that I'm missing. I might have to use different words from my beads, but that's pretty similar. So yeah, so watch for that. I will make however many, looks like 3, let's see, 3 kits, sorry, or maybe both. Maybe I'll do the blue and that one, and you'll have a choice. Or the black. Ooh. Look how pretty that would be with that. Oh yeah. Okay, so we'll be doing those. However many of those I have. 1, 2, 3. I thought there was 4 of each one. Huh. Maybe I put them in my stash so that I would have 1 of each. I do things like that, you know, to make sure that I get 1. I don't give it all away. So watch for that, and if you have any questions, again, go ahead and put them down below. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.